everybody, I'm Natalie Barton. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about why as a new graduate you should be temping in 2021. Okay, so dentists, before you hate me, this will work to your benefit, I promise. Alright, so when I first graduated in 2007, 2008, we had the Great Depression, Great Recession, whatever they called it, and nobody was hiring. Everybody had fired their hygienists, they couldn't afford them, they were either doing their own cleanings or they were hiring temps. And I hated it. I was very introverted. I did not want to be working at a different office every day. I was working with a temp agency that would call you at 4 a.m. and scream at you, I need you in Denver in an hour. And it was just not, it was not for me, okay? But I ended up doing it for 2 years. And I'm actually really glad I did, because as a new grad, it taught me all kinds of new equipment I'd never seen in school, specifically the computer software. I learned to use what I thought was all of them until I started temping this last year, and then I realized there's still a few I don't know really well, but I know most of them at this point. I think I've hit all of them. But it was really good skills for that. I learned how to use all the different types of sensors. I learned how to manage my time better. There was a lot of reasons that it turned out in my future career to be really good for me. So as a new grad, why should you be doing it? Well, in 2021, we have kind of a similar situation. Kind of, thank you, COVID. So in 2019, I was looking for a new job. My previous dentist, who had been the best boss ever, had decided to sell the practice and retire, didn't like who was coming on, so I decided to move on. Did I want to still be a hygienist? I was getting kind of burned out. Did I want to, do something different with my life? I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I started looking around just to see what was available as far as hygiene jobs, and there was nothing. It was all corporate, which I've sworn to never do. And there was nothing. There was just nothing out there. And I went, okay, well, I don't have any options. I guess I'll take a month off and decide what I want to do with my life. Maybe I'll go back to school. Maybe, I don't know. So my husband and I went to Costa Rica, which that video is on this channel. Make sure and check that out. And we spent 2 weeks there. And while we were there, we kept hearing about this virus. And we're like, what is this virus that everyone's talking about? What are these rumors? Like down in Costa Rica, it was pretty much just rumors. And we get back to the States and we're like, what is going on? So, and everything shut down about a week and a half, 2 weeks later. I don't remember. It was pretty close to when we came back. It wasn't like next day. I've actually talked to a patient where she was the last flight home from Costa Rica. That would have been crazy. And they didn't know it. They land and they're like, congratulations, doors are shut, like nobody else is coming in. She went, what? That would be a little nuts. So anyway, I digress. And then I couldn't work. 10 weeks here in Colorado. They wouldn't let hygiene work. Dentists could do emergencies, but the rest of us couldn't work. So as soon as things opened back up again, I went, well, we kind of need money. Like, we're good. We have a savings. We do really well with our budgeting. But we both like working. And so, and I absolutely refuse to get on any kind of government help. That's just, like, goes so against, like, my being. But, so I went, okay, I gotta go back to work. Well, temping was very available. Facebook, there was people looking for workers all over the place. And a lot of hygienists got scared last year. And part of me didn't blame them. I mean, it was a little weird. We got a new disease. It reminded me a lot of when AIDS showed up and people were like, we don't know enough about this. How's it transmitting? Are we liable to get it? And there was just kind of a panic in the community. And I was not a hygienist at that point, but I could see how people would be like, nah. And so same thing with COVID last year. And there were a lot of hygienists that retired. There were a lot of hygienists that just said, you know what? I'm not going to risk myself, my health, and my family. I'm out, and got out. After, doing my own research on it, and which is hard to do, honestly, because there was a lot of conflicting stuff last year, and still is, I decided I was going to keep working. I was going to keep my immune system up. I was going to do what I do best and just stay healthy, and work and just leave the rest to God, honestly. So I did, and it's been a very interesting year. I've really enjoyed temping. I love the really love the flexibility in scheduling. I was able to give myself quite a large pay raise. which is good because you have no benefits and you pay your own taxes, so you're gonna need it. But overall, like, it was just a good experience to, again, see what was out there and see what kind of offices there are, and do I still really never want to work for corporate, or do I maybe not so care so much anymore? It's been a very eye-opening year, but again, love the flexibility, love the pay raise, and it's been really fun. I have friends in offices all over the state at this point, and I enjoy getting to work with them. So when they pull me up on the app and they go, hey, we've missed you, come visit us, and I get to go spend a day with them, that's super fun. We get to catch up, see how everybody's doing, and there's no office drama. So I've really enjoyed it. I'm definitely gonna do it for the rest of this year, just because my personal life has become very complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on in my family, and it's all good, but I just need more time outside of hygiene for this year. I've got a lot of separate projects going on and a lot of different stuff I do. And I don't know if you've seen like my pyrotechnician stuff, and I help with like VBS, and I help with, there's a voice acting stuff that I'm doing, and ministry I work with there, and there's a lot going on. So for me, I'm gonna stick with it for the rest of the year. However, if I was a new graduate, I would start as a temp, as I did, just to get your feet wet. Decide, you can, like, a working interview is awesome, but when you're temping, every day is a working interview. And dentists are, understandably a little desperate now for workers where they weren't a year and a half ago. And that works to your benefit as a new grad. You're gonna get higher pay than I did when you graduated, go you. But take the time to figure out who you wanna work for. Because there's a lot of, I'm seeing signing bonuses. The first time ever I'm seeing signing bonuses in hygiene. That's nuts. I saw one, they were offering $5,000. I saw another, they were offering $8,000 as a signing bonus. What? You had to work there 6 months, but shoot, you can do anything for 6 months. So, but yeah, like, take your time, but do it. Like, consider your options. Look at the different offices there are out there, and find somebody you fit with, and then work for them, and then give them your all. Like, you've worked really hard. Get to know your patients, get to have them back every 6 months. That is one thing I really do miss about temping, is I don't get to see any repeat patients. And I have people that go, oh man, you were amazing. I really hope to see you in 6 months. And I would love to see them in 6 months, but it's not working for my lifestyle right now. But as soon as it does, like, I know exactly which, like, 5 offices I would love to work for. So that is my suggestion for all the new grads, is temp for a couple of months, because boy, do we need help out here. But find a place to settle. Find a great dentist, find a good boss, find a good staff where you get along with everybody. Take a couple of, work with them a couple of times, and then hand them your resume. They're gonna be asking for it day one, just saying. Because, like I said, we are really short on hygienists now, which is a good thing for all the new grads, because again, there was no work when I got out. So congratulations to you. Kind of wish I'd graduated now. However, I got 14 years of experience I could draw on, and honestly, I wouldn't trade that. So anyway, hope this was helpful. Have a great time. Have an adventure. Get to know everybody, get to know your stuff, become confident in your skills that you've just spent the last 2 years learning, and then get out there and make a difference in people's lives, because that's really what hygiene's all about. Have an awesome day. Keep flossing. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, you! Did you like and subscribe yet? It's time.